Good morning. Happy birthday to my little sister. This is one of the most important days of the year because it's the day that Danielle was born. So, I'm very excited to celebrate with her tomorrow night. We have a little family tradition of going to the melting pot. And let me go get my computer so I can rest my phone on something. I wanted to sit outside with you guys today. I'm sitting out on my patio, which looks out to the pool. I'll show you guys in just a second. So I told you guys yesterday that I did not wake up on time. Today I did. So I was up at 5 this morning, and here you guys check out the pool. So that's what my view is right now. And there's the gym if you take a look out there. If you watched one of my first videos, that's where I was, downstairs. Hey Beth and Beth. I have two Beths watching right now. So I told you guys last night that I wanted to tell you guys something about my trip to Utah last year and my upcoming trip to Utah this year. So last year, my sister and I, in a sales contest, I had won round trip flights. And we decided we wanted to go somewhere that was far enough that the flights would be expensive, so it was like worth it to get free flights. And originally we thought we were going to go to California and we were going to drive up the coast and do like a California coast tour, which we still should do. Hi Mountaineer Paul, nice to meet you. Oh, what time is it in Huntington? And so I was going to go up the coast of California, and then I realized just like how much, I don't know, it was just like a lot of planning and not really 100%, we weren't like really passionate about doing it. So I wasn't like excited to plan it. And I think on like Pinterest, and maybe I saw some TV commercials actually for like travel to Utah, but I also saw some photos on Pinterest, and I had pinned them to one of my boards called Places I'm Gonna Go. And it was of Arches National Park, which is absolutely incredible. And it's in Utah. And so I had text my sister, hi Thomas, good morning, thanks for coming. And you're a student. Oh, good for you for being a college student and up this early. Most of your friends are sleeping, so high five, Mountaineer Paul. And so I texted my sister and I was like, what do you think of maybe going to Utah and going on a hiking trip? And she was like, I am so much more excited about that than I would have been in California. And I was like, oh really, me too, because I was kind of nervous to ask her because I thought she'd be disappointed. And it turned out we were both more excited to do this second idea. So we went to Utah last year. It was an incredible journey, amazing trip, lots of cool lessons that maybe I'll share and some stories from that. But I wanted to share one thing that we got there. So this is something that I got in Utah, and some of you guys who like to hike or like the outdoors might recognize it. Anyone recognize what this is right off the bat? Hey Shane, I'm glad you joined. I thought you weren't going to be able to come this morning. What's up? Good morning. So this is a trail marker, and what they do is they leave it along the trail so that you can follow and know where to go. And my sister and I just thought they were well, first off, they were cute because they were all like stacked and there's different sizes, and we thought they were just cool looking. But then we thought, there was a really, really cool meaning behind them, just something that I guess impacted us throughout the trip, which was that this is a marker, and it denotes that you're going in the right direction. And we decided that we wanted to get them and put them in our house to remind us, well, we have separate homes, so she has one, I have one. And we wanted to get them as a reminder, here, I'll put it here so you guys can look at it, as a reminder that we're both headed in the right direction. And a reminder to check in with yourself, and as you're going throughout your day, as you're completing different tasks, asking yourself, are you on target? Are you going in the right direction? Are you going in the direction of your goals and the path that you want? And I was thinking about sharing this with you, there's a couple other, I guess, lessons and thoughts that I wanted to tie to it. And one is that it's important to have something to coach you along. It was one of the things I'd always heard a lot of people talking about is getting a mentor, getting a coach, having someone that's going to guide you. And it's something that I, until very recently, never really wanted to pay for, if I'm being completely transparent. I was just like, man, like, I don't know what I'll get out of that 100%. There's no guarantees. So I don't know that I want to pay for a coach. And I've always been really resistant. And one thing that I wrote down as one of my long-term goals was I want to be mentored by somebody that is outstanding. And as I look at my long-term goals, I always ask myself, like, which one of those long-term goals doesn't have to be long-term? Like, which one of those I could do right away? It's something that I learned when I was in Pennsylvania. I think I was in Philly for an event for a Cutco leadership retreat, and they had us write out our perfect day and like what your perfect day looks like, step by step, exactly who you'd be with, what you'd be doing, where you would be. And then after we wrote out our perfect day, hi Trent, good morning. After we wrote out our perfect day, they had us look back at that perfect day and said, what elements of that perfect day could you implement every single day of your life? Like, do you really have to wait for a certain day and a certain destination, or are there things that you could do right now? And one of the things that one of my best friends, Katie Nosal, wrote down was that she always wanted to have breakfast with a view. And she realized, like, wow, I could have breakfast in my apartment and have a nice view and just sit by the window. So I looked at my long-term goals list, saw that I wanted a coach, and I said, you know what, I don't have to wait for a year, 3 years, to whatever, how many years down the road. I can get a coach right now. And I think that is, kind of tied back to this, is that there should be someone that's showing you and telling you the right direction to go, that's coaching you. And, I guess associated with that is that if you want to, achieve certain success, if you want to go to great destinations, if you want to get to a certain place, you don't have to be a trailblazer. You can follow a marked trail. You can find someone who's done what you want to do, who's achieved the things that you want to do, and follow in their path. And then, maybe you take it your own way and you go off path and you create your own outskirts of it. But a great way to get where you're going is find someone who's already been there and follow the path that they already marked for you. So that's why this is a big, leader in my life. And I put it right below my dream board. So if you guys watched my dream board video, you might have seen this in there. So again, for those of you guys tuning in just now, this is a trail marker, and I use it to tell myself I'm going in the right direction. So I challenge you guys this morning to do something in your life that marks you're going in the right direction, so you can encourage yourself. Have something that reminds you on a daily basis to ask yourself, are you going in the right direction? Are you doing things that are in line with your goal? Something I read I can't remember what book it was, but in one of the books that I read, they talked about if you want to climb Everest, the best way to do it is take one step towards Everest every day, right? And that kind of stuck with me, and it's like sometimes you have these really daunting goals, but if you just take one step forward, if you just keep going in the right direction, then eventually you're going to lead to them. So, a good coach, Shane? Right now I'm being coached by Danelle Delgato, who is amazing, but I would love to hear your suggestion and see who you're being coached by. So, anyone have any thoughts for the morning? Does anybody else like hiking? We're so excited to go on our Utah trip. We leave in May, and since that will still be part of my 90-day challenge, I will definitely be doing some videos out in Utah. I guess the time will be a little bit different. I'll be on, Utah's Pacific time? I'm not 100% sure. But we'll be out in Utah. Maybe I'll do some sunrise videos. Danielle loves watching the sunrise, and so we could share that with you. And if you haven't been to Utah, Moab, Utah is like such a cute city, and it's right next to Arches National Park, which is incredibly beautiful. I was a photography major in college, and I took all these photos when we were out in Utah, and I have uploaded 0 of them to my computer. I have edited 0 of them, and in fact I had lost the camera and just refound it. So I guess that's going to be one of my things on my to-do list over the next 2 weeks is look through those photographs and maybe post some so you guys can see how beautiful Utah is. So let's see, went to Utah. Yeah, Utah is life-changing, right? Beth, it's amazing. So I hope everyone has a phenomenal day. Challenge yourself to go in the right direction today. Even if it's just one step more towards your goal, you're going to be closer. So have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to my little sister, Danielle. Love you. I hope you have an amazing day. Happy 21. Don't get too crazy, or do get too crazy tonight, whatever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.